What's going on, everybody? It's Ron Brown, LMT, the People's Fitness Professional. Mike, he'll be on soon. He's not on now, but we're here. K Born in the building. We didn't let y'all know we were going live. However, every time you see K Born's face, we're gonna go live. So K Born normally we're doing Fridays, but I'm just letting K Born know on the spot. K Born, can you do Mondays? Can you do Mondays now?
Yeah, I can do whatever, man.
All right, all right.
Mondays and Fridays is good days for me. Yeah, you can turn it down a little bit too.
All right, all right, all right. So I'm looking at Monday. I think we're gonna do Monday at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Monday's at 8 o'clock. No, Monday's at 7. Pardon me. We're going live Monday 7 o'clock with K Born. K Born. Whenever K Born comes on, we're talking about music and we're talking about politics. We're gonna bring another brother, Taurine, who's a music brother who does music and all of that to help out with the podcast as well. He's produced like rappers and stuff like that. So I thought it was from initially when I was thinking about linking up with K Born for this. I wanted to put him and Taurine together because they both know music better than I would. Even though I'm a music fiend, I'm a music head. I make mixes every week for cycling classes, for classes in general. So, that's what I do. So I listen to music all day, every day, and curate mixes. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say real quick. So every Monday, 7 o'clock, we're going live. Every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, we're going live. Every Wednesday, Monday, we're going live 7 o'clock. So I just wanted to let y'all know. Make sure y'all tap in with us when we do these lives. And remember, we have super chat and all of that. So if you want to ask a question or if you want to chime in or whatever, or if you just want to donate, hit that super chat. And we would appreciate whatever donations you can give. Right now, we're talking about black media. And peace, God. Awareness daily, peace to the God. Thanks for chatting, coming in right now. You're a supporter. I really appreciate that, man. Eventually we're gonna have some moderators, man. Or I don't know how this thing goes, like as a wrench or something like that. You automatically get a wrench whenever I figure out how to do that.
But you figure it out, right?
Yeah, I gotta figure. Yo, B, we've been doing this now, going on 8 months. We're still figuring it out, the game. You know what I mean? I think we've been doing a good job up until this point. But we still have stuff to figure out. Anyway, back to K Born. K Born music. I wanted to talk about music, I want to talk about hip hop and black media. And the reason why I want to talk about hip hop and black media, because number one, you're one of the first people to come out with hit records back in the days. Rap's New Generation. That's a song I could never ever forget. Even before I knew you, that was a song that's in the back of your mind. You know what I mean? So hip hop. You still rap now. I heard something. You wasn't sounding like Melly Mel. Outdated.
Yeah, I got the Melly Mel Cass song out right now, and I got another song called "What's Peace."
What's that? What's the name of it?
What's Peace? I got What's Peace.
Oh, What's Peace? What's Peace? Yeah, I know that song. And does your daughter sing on that one?
Me and my daughter Alexa V, we got the song called "Guns Away."
Guns away. Put your guns away, man. Yeah. So he's got his daughter singing now. You know what I mean? His daughter is good too. So she got the music running all through her bloodline and all that. So that's peace, man.
Yeah, I like got an EP out right now. She got a new EP out, all platforms. Her name is Alexa V.
Say that again.
Alexa V. ALEXAV. Alexa V.
I gotta put Instagram up so they could go see what that looks like.
Yep, Alexa V. She got an EP out right now.
Yeah, brother. When he said this is his daughter, I said, for real? I didn't even know. I didn't know he had children that was in the music business. That's Alexa V right there. Let me see if y'all can see the the joint. If y'all want to go follow her, check out what she's got going on. Y'all can see that. I think y'all can see that. See,
You can see it a little bit.
see it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see it. Alexa V. Check her out. She can sing. K Born's daughter. Oh, Mikey Fever just walked in. Let's see if he's fashionably late. Let me see.
Nah, I'm good. Nah,
What's
no
that?
late.
Chess.
Peace.
Hugo? That's what's up. All right, all right. A little Hugo. A little Brooklyn colors going on, but it's all good.
Apologies, people. Just taking care of some things, but I'm here.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man.
Peace, K1. How you doing?
I'm maintaining, Mikey. Good to see you, brother.
Likewise, brother.
Yo, so when we're talking about hip hop and black media, I really wanted to talk about hip hop. I was like explaining why I want to talk about hip hop because K-Born is hip hop. That's number one. Number two, the black media piece I wanted to talk about because you were talking about academics, DJ Akademiks last time. And so, with that being said, what do you think about black media nowadays? I mean, is it helpful? Is it harmful? What do you think about it? Is it going in the right direction? You got different people like Matt Hoffa out there now, with a podcast that's media. You got DJ Akademiks, which you don't like DJ Akademiks. What other media outlets do they have out there? They have
The Whack 100 show.
the Whack 100 show.
Yeah, they got No Jumper.
No Jumper with black
They
media.
got No Jumper. That's
But
what the dude Adam. They got the Valid TV.
Vlad.
Yeah, Glad TV. So they got they got a lot of platforms. They got the 051 China. They got a lot. They got them everywhere. The Brick Baby platform. They got a million platforms, man. Even Crip Mac had a platform. China Mac.
Oh yeah, right. China Mac, Crip Mac. What were they called? But what I'm saying is black media. So when I'm speaking of black media, I'm talking about like the Shade Room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Sean
talking
Cotton, you know?
I'm talking about DJ Akademiks. World Star Hip Hop. World
Say
Star.
Cheese.
Majority of them are detrimental to our community. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
if
know they
you
got a
really,
job to do, but I think a majority of them are detrimental, man. Because the black media, I believe, so-called black media, let's put it like that,
Mhm.
probably comes in three phases. You got the beneficial shows, the shows that are just neutral, and you got the detrimental nonsense, man.
Right. You
And
know, S. Reeves just said I've been getting in tune with the West Coast pods heavy. What West Coast pods are out there? The only West Coast pod I know about is I would say is No Jumper because No Jumper is in the West Coast.
West Coast
they got a
base.
bunch of them in the West Coast, but they're the same as the East Coast. It's like, when you go to the West Coast, you got a bunch of ex-gangbangers. You got all them guys like Cowboy, and that used to be with Nipsey. Even
Oh yeah, Cowboy.
Suge Knight got a podcast. Suge Knight, all them dudes, they all got podcasters, but it's the same as when you come to the podcasters over here in New York, man. You dudes are spread nothing but negativity, man. When you go to the Caucasians and you get on their stations, they don't do that. They don't get on there and shoot down the Caucasian people. They get on there and they big them up. They talk about all the records they got. All these dudes do is excite riots, and they they like the new he said, she said. You know what I'm saying? They like the old ladies in the windows, the buchachas, like the Spanish people say. The old ladies that just run back, they looking out the window to hear something, and then they shooting on the news. And they do it so much that just this weekend, they got Sub-Zero. A guy named Sub-Zero got a page. He was reporting that Loaded Lux died. He was like, yo, Loaded Lux has died. The rapper Loaded Lux died. Loaded Lux's brother passed away. But the whole thing is that, they so fast to jump with some news to spread something about somebody that they don't even do no research. What type of, they don't even do the research. They don't call. They just come out and just start a whole bunch of excitement, man. Right now, you got Meek Mills in the middle of some stuff in Philly with some young kid named Pop something. But all that's behind Akademiks, man. Akademiks got,
It's Pound Side Pop.
pound side pop, and then the young dudes, they don't know, they like, yeah. Or if Akademiks get on there and he telling 2 million people, oh, Meek Mills is blackballing you. Meek Mills is blackballing you. Like, I put inside this thing, Meek Mills can't blackball you. Akademiks has that platform. He could have been invited you. They didn't invite you. Now he want to invite you because he got some beef with Meek Mills, but he using you as a puppet. Then these things spill out on the street, and you got brothers getting shot and killed. Akademiks ain't gonna be there. Akademiks ain't sending nobody no bail money. Akademiks ain't sending nobody no money to in jail, to help your kids out and to go to school and all that. But he's doing a good job of stirring it up and starting a lot of street drama. And these dudes ain't street dudes. I mean, if you on a platform, you getting on a platform, that's like your job. So if you on here for 8 hours talking about the next man and talking about the next man business and stirring up who this person should be, he did this to him and he did that to her. If me and you get in an altercation and just me and you and Mikey know, it ain't, that we could talk that out. But if I get on here and tell 2 million people who don't know you, you got people coming in the comments taking sides, but they haven't heard both sides of the story. And then at the end of the day, they don't know neither one of us. So it's like my mom used to say, man, the pen is more powerful than the sword. And they go back down to this media, man. They on here and you spreading this drama and this false propaganda, and and when you really look at it, the majority of these dudes claim to be Muslims at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That you see them every once in a while. Oh yeah, such, I'm a Muslim. I'm Muslim. But all you do is get on here and start a whole bunch of drama, man. Mm-hmm. You got gangbangers on here who's supposed to be OGs. They up here telling every gang politic that ever was made.
Excuse me, y'all. I agree with you, K-Born. And I really don't understand this because the way I grew up, like I've never seen this before. Like I think either you mentioned it or somebody else mentioned it. But I remember back in the days, like there was certain people that would not get in front of no camera. Like you couldn't get them to take a picture.
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
a picture with a gun in your hand or something. These are things that was like. We never heard of that back in the days, man. Like, yo, your moms or anybody, even your big brother, heard you who took a picture with some people with some guns or something and beat you down. These dudes, they doing more than pictures, they in videos.
It comes to show you where people's mentality is at nowadays. Because that's all you're gonna hear.
It's a gossip. Yeah, it's some of their mentality, but then it's some of where you forcing them to. Because like Akademiks just said, he wasn't putting the pop side guy on this thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not putting you on here until I need you and putting your life on the line. So now what you gonna do? You're gonna make, so now these dudes feel like, oh, the only way I can get on the Akademiks show, only way I can get on No Jumper is if I go out here and act a fool and put my life on the line. If I go out here and disrespect somebody, if I go out here and put my freedom on the line and catch a RICO charge. Mm-hmm. And this is the popularity that they're looking up, they trying to get. And the same thing with the rap. You done got the rap with the drill music. They don't want to hear the Rakims. They don't want to hear the Big Daddy Kanes. They don't want to hear the Public Enemies. The record company ain't putting no money behind that. They want to hear you talking about killing some more black people. They want to hear what you talking about, the crimes that you did so that you can put yourself in jail. They want to hear you rhyming about stuff that you actually did so you can put yourself in jail. Everything that they opening up the doors for you to get money for, at the end of the day, you're gonna be in prison.
Yeah, I think what's going on right now is just, hip hop reflects the streets. So, and it's always been like that. Hip hop is from the street. So whatever's going on in the street is gonna spill over into hip hop.
And nobody's doing these things in the street, man. Nobody is doing this in the street. We're on the street every day.
But Cable, hold on, you cut me off. I wanted to finish what I say. Now it's cool. Well, what I'm saying is like what's going on in the streets. These kids are really, they don't care. Like that's what's happening. They taking drugs and all of that, and They don't care. They'll pop something real quick, and that's in New York. Imagine all over the all over the America. You know what I mean? So that vibe and that energy is spilling over in the music, just like what's going on with Pound Side Pop and Meek Mills and all of that in Philadelphia. If you look at the crime rate in Philadelphia, the murder rate is crazy out there. It's
It is.
really bad. It's really bad in Philadelphia, and I would attribute a lot of that to the music. The music, they all talk about each other in the music and spinning blocks, and they think it's cool to kill each other, and that's all they talk about. Money, sex, money, sex, and power. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the climate. And when hip hop was better or more positive, the 5% nation was prevalent in the streets. The 5% nation doesn't have as much influence on the streets as it did in the back in the days. So that's why the music has changed. Just like when the Bloods came through and pretty much took over New York City, everybody was throwing up, everybody was doing that. You know what I'm saying? And making it fashionable. Jim Jones was one of them. Joel Santana, that whole Dipset crew, and that was like in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
They made blood popping, and that just reflected what's going on in the streets. So now, if you fast forward, what's going on in the streets right now, what's popping is the YGs. You know what I mean, and the O's and all of that, and trending. Sex, money, murder, and all that. Bloods are still popping in New York. So the gang life is what's popping in New York, and it's just the music is just a reflection of it. So that's just basically what it is. So now
I,
the only way to change the music is to change what's going on grassroots in the street.
In the streets, yeah.
yeah, but let me build on that. I disagree with that 100%. I'll be on the street every single day. Nobody is doing these things. Let me tell you what's happening, what's going on. When you go to a community, it's only about 10 or 12 people starting a whole bunch of trouble, man. It's probably 3 dudes over here, 3 people over here that got a whole bunch of co-signers. But when you go down to it, there's only be one person over there that's really the troublemaker. Everybody else is co-signing it, this, that, the third. This is not what's happening in the street. When you go outside, you don't see no posses on the corner. You don't see these dudes walking around with guns. You don't see none of this.
I beg to differ.
You know what I'm saying? It's probably a sprinkle of dudes getting high and doing all this, what they're doing true. What's happening is that, like I said, one of us get into something that's not even that big, and then 500 different people get on and blog about it. Now it seems like it done went crazy because there's 500 different people sharing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's 500 people voicing their opinion. These dudes nowadays start off a blog, right? Like we got our blog and we deal with reality, we deal with things that's going on. Now one of us open up our own blog and we think that we eyewitness news. So every last thing that happened, we feel that we got the right to get up here and go, yo, well, I'm gonna say my opinion on it and how I feel about it. That's where it come in wrong. You a square from Delaware, and this is a big gang RICO indictment, but you making a 2-hour video telling people about how you feel about it. And then you got 1 million followers following how you feel about it, but you never was in a gang. You never was in jail. You never was doing nothing. You just talking about it. But you got followers that's following you, 100 and 1 million people that follow you really think you know what you're talking about. And they'll tell a real gang, one more second, Mike, I'm almost done. And they're getting a debate with a real gangbanger off of your word. Because they done watched you and you got 1 million followers and your Akademiks word is born. Your Akademiks ain't say that. Akademiks ain't do it there. But Akademiks to get on here and tell you about 4 hours about a RICO act. He could get on here and tell you 4 hours about gang business. He could get on here 4 hours and tell you a whole 4-hour segment about what happens in prison. He never did an hour in prison.
But it's the influence.
Yeah, this where these false narratives is coming from.
It's the influence that he has, the reach, the machine behind him. And it comes to find out, like as Ron was saying earlier, the streets, what's going on in the streets does affect hip hop. A lot of these dudes don't have their own original style. They don't have their own uniqueness to them. Everybody's just following the other. It comes down to hip hop names. Everybody has a little in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's rapping the same way. I'm spinning the block, my op, my watch. Here goes my stupid dance.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like there's nothing. There's no
Originality.
originality. There's no creativity. There's no knowledge of self behind it. Not saying it has to always come from the 5%ers, but it's like nobody's out there trying to do anything outside the box. They all just doing the basics just to get their voices heard. And now attention is the new currency.
Clout.
Shock value. People want clout. They will do the. Come on, man. You see social media. You see how it is now. You don't need to go to strip club no more.
Mm-mm.
Police don't even do their work anymore. Everybody wants to appear tough. Everybody wants to be seen as I'm a real, you know, I'm a real man. I'm putting this work in. They'll go film their own crimes and complain about it later. Somebody snitched on me.
Well, look, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with both of you to a certain extent. Like, so with
Mhm.
K-Bone, I want to just say that I think that the people you see in the street is people who are maybe around your age, right? Because you're not gonna hang out with no young kids, right? And all the activities that's happening that's illegal for the most part are happening after, as they say, grimy after hours. Remember that saying? Grimy after hours.
Don't forget, I got a community program. I deal with gangs. I work on Rikers Island in the juvenile center with the juveniles. So not only I work on Rikers Island with the juveniles, I also deal with gangs. I got an anti-violence unit where we get in the middle of this stuff and break it up. Them dudes is not doing that, man. They're not doing that. You find like very sprinkle of dudes that's out there, and these guys on there promoting old stories about jail and this, that, and the third. You know, old guys like us, our age.
Yeah, I be seeing them on YouTube. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the young dudes a break. Let them try to figure it out how they doing it. We on here gassing it up. It's the 40s and overs and the 50s and overs. We the ones. Hey, yo, man, you want to get on my page? Yo, you got to do it. Yo, man, you ain't live. You ain't kill that dude.
I agree with that, man.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Yo,
you know, like 100.
Real quick, Ron. I was gonna say it's a joke. Like I seen those YouTube channels. Yo, let me tell how it was back in the days when I was moving 30 bricks out here and this and that. And Alpo was in the building, and then he took a shit on my sister, and it was like crazy. And then I'm like, yo, shut up. What are y'all talking about?
Man. And then you got 50 people doing it.
Yeah.
50 doing the same thing. Then I got to get on there and be like, yeah, man, when you heard what Mikey said, but Mikey don't know the whole story. This is how it went. But neither you was there.
Yeah. That's why they need brothers like you, Ron, and other brothers out there to come out there. Yo, what was today's mathematics? I bet you they'd be like, ask them about their cultural history. About that.
You know what it is? It's just like the God K. Born just said. It's up to the people that are 40 and above, actually.
Exactly.
So, like, for instance, just like the brother said, Whack 100 is out there. He's an older brother. What he does is fan the flames for the sake of content, you know, and I think that's wrong on his part. However, he's a Bill Power. He's an 85. I'm gonna call him a destroy power, but he's a destroy power 85. You said what?
I said most definitely.
Yeah. And so he fans flames, and you know, people get into things, and then when the cameras turn off, people end up dead, shot, or stabbed, beat up. You know, like it keeps the conflict going on. And I think that's for the most part what black media is right now. Like, not only incite the violence, but they perpetuate negative stereotypes and imagery. Around black, so-called black.
Crazy, man.
You know,
because
like,
we allow it. We allow it.
Thank you, Mikey. We allow it because right now it don't
Jordan
matter
Tower.
who you are or how
Jordan
great
Towers
you
right now.
Somebody will come out, and it won't even be one of us, man. It'll be a white dude, man. No exaggeration. They'll come out and be like, Hey, yo, man, you heard about Ron? And throw either the rainbow thing on you, or throw, yo, man, he snitched on somebody, and we will be the ones to spread and promote this everywhere. Knowing that we don't got no paperwork on this, we don't got no proof, and knowing that when you do that to a brother and somebody call out, the brother, it's a good possibility, man, the brother gonna try to hurt you, man. But we still would do it because somebody said it. And like I said, once one person put it on here, everybody got it. Nobody did no research, and then when they find out that the paperwork is made, then they take a little kid or something, be like, man, this ain't real. This say, Illinois, but y'all say you got arrested in New York. But all of us grown men that spreaded this all around town about this, brother. It's like you can't be black and and get nothing, man. Whatever you got, we gonna shut you down. We gonna find something to say about you. Oh man, he a snitch, man. Oh yo, man, I used to go to school with him, man. He was soft, man. My cousin punched him in the eye before. You know, we gonna find something to bring us down. We can't never just, yo, let it be, man. If that brother did something that was 20 years ago, we all did something 20 years ago. Why you feel you got to get out here and get on a public platform and let the world know it?
Because our mentality is done. We think so low vibrational. There's no critical thinking. There's no critical, because I'm sorry to say this, and this may sound very wrong to generalize. I think we're the only group of people that love that gossip. Oh, spill that tea. Oh, you heard what this?
I disagree. Because remember, there's something called tabloids.
Of course, they tabloids do that, but I'm talking about like
we
they
do it. Tabloids.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they do it, but I'm talking about amongst us. Like we're just so like we be amped up about it, and we get so invested into it. Like we know, like the people online. Say a rapper, he catches a bullet, he somehow passed away. We become detectives online, bro.
We're gonna break the case down, brother.
We like listen.
Throwing people name out there.
Yeah.
People that we never even met before. Yo, man, I heard it was such in Chicago, him and his crew. Because you remember they the ones who, we in all violation, man.
Yeah.
Violating all around the board, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I really don't get what's happening with that. But there needs to be some kind of balance. And I think that with this podcast, we're trying to bring a balance to what's going on out here. But like I was saying, how to bring, like what I was thinking was, how do we bring a balance? Like, we're voices that are building right now. So, I think that, in order for the voice to be stronger, I think we need to just get out there more. You know what I'm saying? Like using the social media platforms and all of that to get our message out, and maybe speaking straight into the camera with the actual message. You know what I'm saying? It's like K-Born. What I mean is, like, K-Born does it all the time though on his YouTube. No, not YouTube. On his Instagram. On his Instagram, he always expresses himself and try to get a point across and try to get his voice out there. And maybe we all need to do that a little bit more. And maybe not necessarily jump out the window, but have a little more courage to say people's names like Whack 100. Maybe talk about, like how many street and jail YouTube pages do we need that really have? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm tired of seeing that. Like, is this all we have to offer?
Exactly.
One dude that was raping people in jail, and everybody knew about it because they used to always talk about him. He got a page.
Yeah,
and people be on his page listening to him about how he sexually molested young men while he was in jail, man.
And that's crazy.
What's his name?
I got his name on the tip of my tongue, but he has a page, bro.
You gotta pause.
He has a page.
Yo, but what's the dude's name though? He's like famous, right, for being.
Yeah, he's famous for raping people and the R-word people and things like that, man.
I'm telling you, watch YouTube. I see it all day. Yo, today's episode, I'm gonna tell you a story about how it was in the 90s. Yo, my man was drinking a 40 ounce and he saw him. He shot him across the street. Yeah. And dudes come on there. I'm gonna tell you how it really went down. I was there. I had the ratchet. I'm like, nobody. Yo, if you see how these guys look, first and foremost, they got missing teeth, completely out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Just
terrible,
see,
bro.
bro, and always asking for money. So it's like you came on here, you need some money, man. You could get money other ways than getting on here and just telling people anything so that you could get some money.
You know what's interesting to me, that gang members are on here.
Oh
They
my
the
God.
worst, man. The
Yo,
gang members are
they
the
are
worst,
really
man.
exposing themselves, like who they are and all that. And
And they do nothing but snitching because I'm not only saying who I am. Oh yeah, yo, it was me. Mikey Fever was the 5-star. Hey, yo, Ron was the 3rd lieutenant in there. And then I start talking about crimes.
Yeah, yo.
Like it ain't a thing called a Rico whack. That is it. And
Yeah.
I'm putting y'all in the place to catch a Rico whack because you was the GF. You was the one who started this and started that. Yo, man, come on, man. They say every day we look is somebody else getting a Rico charge. But we got
Exactly.
to, I mean, look at the guy who Keefy D.
oh man,
Yeah. Yo, he was his own star witness.
he
Yo,
did.
that
Yo,
guy is about 65 years old, man, or older, man. Oh my God,
when
man.
they say, you know,
Like that.
as Ron was saying too, it takes our generations to do it. And the one, because the ones before us also, is not to blame them. They didn't fulfill the message either. Look at the old Smack DVDs back then, Cocaine Cities and all that. Everybody on camera, yo, son, I got the ratchet right here. Pardon me for doing voice, but this is what I see when I watch it. You know, the hammer's right here, yo. You know, it's on deck. I'm like, okay, so you showing everybody you got a gun for what?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, because you know the feds are watching, right? So
Yeah.
we've been snitching on ourselves. I'm sorry.
It's sad, man. But it's sad right now. I mean, you got even dudes like dudes is paying dudes. A couple of dudes got killed. Yo, all right, I'm gonna give you an example. One young guy, rapper guy, right?
Mhm.
He one of his friends tried to set him up to make a beat and all this stuff. So he ended up killing the guy, right? Could you believe that the Valid TV dude called that guy there to do an interview with him, right? After a year or two went by. So that the dude family wasn't, bygones be bygones. My man went on Valid TV, and he didn't ask him nothing but rapping. He didn't ask him nothing but his family. He was like, yeah, yo, man, and what happened when you killed the guy? And this, that, and the third, and ooh, ah. And homeboy felt that he had to, because that's the only reason I'm here. You paid me to come on here to talk about it. So that's what he did. Yeah, I shot him like this, and I was like this, and I was like that. And within a week later, he was shot like that and dead.
Mm.
You know what? Are you gonna tell stories like this? I get it. It's Friday. You can be like Soldier Boy. I shot him. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it's ridiculous, man. And then it's ridiculous the things that
Yo.
we glorify. Like, and back to what like Mikey said, the reason why
Mhm,
everybody sound the same in rap, and I always say this, y'all. If
mhm,
you go get 20 people and put them in a room, ask who's the tough guy. Everybody. Who know how to dance? Nobody. Who know how to sing? Nobody. Who know how to draw? Nobody. Who know how to design clothes? Nobody. Who know how
mhm.
to read? Nobody.
Nah,
Everybody just want to be tough. That's
that's
it.
it.
We all the gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, they said it's too many chiefs and too little Indians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we
Well,
find that out when they go inside, when they locked up in jail doing time. That's where the reality kick in. Your
Right.
gang members ain't sending you a dime.
Mhm,
You ain't built like that because you ain't never really gotten a fight. Because when you came outside for your 2 summers, you was jumping people.
mhm.
And then after you was jumping people, you shot somebody. So now you got a murder. So now
Yeah.
you're in jail and somebody want to knuckle up.
Oh, they can. You
Can't
sound
no.
you sound like you sound like the guys I grew up around. Like a lot of people within our generation and older always say, "Have you ever watched these youngs do throw their hands? They throw it all crazy. It's always right here." I'm like, no,
No,
so we had ours like this, right? Theirs is like this. I'm like, what
yeah, they
is that?
can't fight. They can't fight, man. They be doing it. They can't fight, man. I'm gonna jump somebody. I'm gonna go get my gun. Gaddy, you gonna go get your gun. You can't. All right, if you thought you got beat up now,
Mhm,
and you went and got your gun, wait till you get in jail. And you got them dudes that's all they do is beat up on people and give you one of them jailhouse beat downs. And you're gonna get one for the next 25 years. So you should have just went and took that one-on-one out there, man. Because now you in here where you got these coming everywhere you go. And it ain't about that size. You look, at least out there, you was fighting a dude your age and your size. And here you fighting Big Debo want to fight you. And you ain't got no choice but to go out there and fight him.
But what can we do? Like, what can we put in place to guide these the youth right? You
Man, we got to
know,
start supporting the positive people, man. We got to start putting all the positive people on all these platforms and stop putting the people that just came out of jail. You on a platform because you're a gangbanger.
Yeah.
You invited somebody to your platform because he just got out of jail for killing somebody, another black person. That's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, they're inviting these kids to their platforms for nothing, for no substance, to glorify about crimes that when they leave your studio is on for them. It's on because everybody got a family. I heard you on there talking about how you did this to my family member or to my friend and all this to 2 million people.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I add one more thing before we go further? As I always want to convey this message to them. You may see your favorite rapper or entertainer portray a gangster image in the such, and you may see them now. It's a trajectory. They sold you that image in their past life and made money off of it. Now they are businessmen. This is something I want rappers to understand. You don't have to be in the hood no more. Once you are breaking barriers, you're selling records, you're doing shows, you're not that gangster no more. You are a walking business entity. Carry yourself as such, man. Because you're just gonna waste it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to go back to the I want to say this real quick. Black media. So as you know, media has a great let's say influence on the population. So being that the media has a great influence on the population, we're dealing with programming. So whatever the media does and people are watching, it's going into their subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind you really can't control. You just act out whatever's going on in the subconscious mind. So we have to take control of the media. And black media right now, if you run down the names, I'm not talking about basic channels like regular channels like 5051 and all these dudes. I'm talking about like the Shade Room. I'm talking about like what's the other one? It's another one. It's Shade,
Uh,
huh?
Say cheese.
Say Cheese is another one.
Tasha K.
Tasha K is another one.
Then we got and don't forget about this dude. We got Charleston White.
Oh, but he doesn't he's in the media, but
Yeah.
he's not a media entity though.
A
Can I
whole
be real with
thing.
you? That dude is not a dummy. That's all I gotta say. Let's leave it like that. He know what he's
No,
doing.
no, he's not a dummy, but it's like this.
We'll get back to Charleston
Yeah,
White,
yeah,
but
yeah. Let's get back, please, do. Yeah, go ahead.
we'll get back to Charleston White, but I want to talk about black media companies.
Oh,
Black
not
media
many.
companies. Matter of fact, I'm gonna Google them right now because look, we are supposed to be in control of our narrative. And when it comes to black media, now this is no disrespect to nobody who is not American or generational Americans, if you will, right?
Hmm.
But people who are from the Caribbean and
Oh
from
God.
from listen, it's a fact. Like if you look at what Tariq Nasheed says about these things, now
Hmm.
sometimes he goes overboard with it, but
Hmm.
a lot of people from the Caribbean and from Africa and even white people who pretty much capitalize off of black talent, they don't understand the culture and they capitalize off the culture and they're doing things out of pocket. They don't even know that they're doing these things out of doing things out of pocket. So if you look at DJ Akademiks, DJ Akademiks is Jamaican.
Hmm.
The Shade Room, that's an African company. No Jumper, that's a white company.
Hmm.
DJ Vlad, white company. So all the gripes that you may have about what's going on out there on social media or in the media, chances are the people in control of these platforms are not African American.
I agree and disagree.
Okay.
The reason why is like you say that the faces, the people that control these outlets whatsoever are never seen, right? We could say the same thing about the NAACP. It was funded by Jewish people,
Mhm.
and BET later on purchased by Europeans, right?
Mhm.
I think the people should stop providing the content. Like they capture you at your lowest, and that's being exploited, which is wrong.
Mhm.
And as far as with the whole Caribbean and the foundational Black American thing, there's not much of a difference because we both. Only thing that separates us is language and a
Mhm.
slight difference in culture, but we do face the same atrocities and experiences in life. You know what I'm saying?
See,
Just a different
I'm
prison.
going to cut you off. The reason why I'm going to do that is because I want to say this.
Yeah,
Like, you might not understand, but you are not like a regular. I'm gonna say you're more American than you are Haitian.
of course. I know
So
I get that all the time, but
that's
yeah.
why it's easy for you to see eye to eye with us.
Yeah, you know
Mhm.
what's going on.
Yeah,
You
of
You
get
course.
amongst our circle. Like a lot of people that come over here, and like you say, like a lot of even come down the Haitians, Jamaicans,
Hmm.
the Dominicans, whoever. When they come, they hang out. They find a spot where they people was at in America, and then they go there and hang out in that circle.
Well,
You
maybe
know,
some people don't have a broader horizon. I could speak for myself and my family because we
yeah,
never
it's just, they
we,
don't
we
move
never
with
saw like like I said again. There's a difference in it's classism and culture, and some people choose to stick within a box.
them. Hmm.
My family begged to differ. We didn't see much of a difference because same crime element y'all afraid of for the so-called Black American, our people committing the same crimes as well.
Hmm.
There's not much of a difference, just different landmass and language. You get what I'm saying?
right,
But
but what I'm saying is that your mind is different than a person who is because you actually also been on the streets before too. So
yeah.
you've been around the culture like heavily. So
Yeah,
like
you
a
been in
person
the
like
circle with us.
so a person like DJ Academics wasn't outside. He was in
At
the
all.
basement. So he don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So he's going out here, he's doing things that may not that actually would cause more atrocities.
Yeah.
You know what
Things that
I'm
we
saying?
know that not to do. Just
Exactly.
off we know your home, you don't do that,
And,
man.
and to say that, I get where you guys coming from, but I'm saying like these people are doing that, right? That's a learned behavior sometimes.
Hmm.
From I could say from your hate to say that, but from your oppressor, you turn to look at others differently. That's that field Negro, house Negro concept to look down on another. I'm gonna exploit you because you don't speak my language, or I don't find you because I get the same thing through from other Africans. They may not, they see me, they may have a little quick judgment until I greet them, or if they speak in French, I respond in French. And they look at me like, oh, I'm like, why does it take that?
Mhm.
Because you're accustomed to familiarity, as they put it, right? You want something, something more familiar, which is I find ignorant, but I don't know, man. Let's just leave it like that. But I get what you're saying, 100%. I know what you mean by that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so if you when you look at black media, I want to know in black media
Hmm.
who controls black media.
All
Like
right, let me drop that on. Let me answer that for you, God.
where are these people from?
All right, this is what happens. It's the same thing like with our clothing line. What happened is that we have a great idea, right?
Hmm.
Like the same thing with Carl Kanai, with
Yeah.
Rockaware, with Fubu. We have a great idea. Our idea is good. We hustle hard and work with it all out. This our dream. As soon as it get big, we let the other man come and buy our idea. And then once they flash a couple of dollars in front of us, and we want to show off in front of us. So we take that. So I can have a little more than you. So I give up my whole dream now.
Mhm.
My whole thing that really had my fight. They buy me out of my dream.
Hmm.
Now they control my name. They control whatever I created. And that's what happened with all these record companies. Same thing like with the clothing lines. Like I said, Carl
Oh,
Kanai, these are
facts. That's
Fubu,
a fact.
these are good clothing lines. Once they gave these dudes, we knew all we did was hear about them. We seen them everywhere. I haven't seen Carl Kanai since he sold his jeans.
Mhm.
That's a
Because once
fact.
they give you this money, they know that money is only going to last you but for so long because your dream is over. You ain't got no more fight. All you got is money. You're going to spend that. So
Yeah.
once you spend that, you like this. You ain't got no more dream. And they put your dream in Macy's downstairs at the bottom.
That's a fact. Jim Jones said it best. Not to cut you, my bad, okay,
Yo,
boy,
no,
but
gang, God, I'm finished. But what Jim Jones said related to that?
even with the black clothing,
Yeah.
right? You know who buys it? Middle of America, white America.
Yo, look, you heard what I said? It's in Macy's at the
Yeah,
bottom,
bottom, yeah.
downstairs. That's where all the Carcanai at. That's where all the Fubu at. That's where all the Coogee at. That's where all the Rockaware, you want to find it, go down to the bottom in Macy's and all the department stores, and they selling like a mother.
And the sad thing about it is that, say one of us make a clothing line right now, right? People say, I ain't supporting that. Look, that's whack, right? But let somebody come out with something like Coogee or Polo, one of them sell you the same thing. Yeah, I'm getting that, bro. Because, it's just the name, it's acceptable.
And you're not only getting it, you getting it and spending $500 for it.
Yeah.
When the joint Mikey Fever had looked better than that, and you only wanted 50 cash.
Yeah.
I gave you a million excuses. Hey, yo, man, I ain't got 50 now, man. Yo, I got my baby mother, child support, this, that, my uncle, our old Ron. I got a million excuses. But tomorrow you see me with a similar joint from Gucci or something.
That's a fact. It's true.
So I had $700 for Gucci, but I ain't had $50 to support you.
Because we don't see ourselves. And this is why, back to what Ron was saying, it's true. Like, nobody's taking a reign to take control of our own destiny, our own narrative, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see much of a difference amongst people, whether you're from the Caribbean or African continent. All I see is language and culture, but I see us. I know what you went through. Go ahead.
But and I know that. But let me tell you this: we're doing a podcast right now.
Mm-hmm.
We both know what to say, what to do on this podcast to keep the peace. You know what I'm saying? So other people are not getting hurt, and we don't have to go and hurt people or get hurt ourselves or end up in prison. So we know how to conduct business in this space, dealing with our people, because we've been around, we've been outside and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So with this dude, like a DJ Akademiks, he's Jamaican. He wasn't really around the culture like that. He just basically put himself in the culture, but from behind the camera, though, on the internet. First, he wasn't showing his face for years. And then he got some money and was up. And then that's when he started to really kind of like show his face and get a little courage and all of that. Because now you got money, you got a shield around you. You know what I'm saying?
But can I add on to that?
Yeah.
To what you said, credit to that, and to what K-Born say. A lot of these people that's within our so-called, like, our culture whatsoever, are not of the culture. They are investors. They're not partakers of it. Look at all the record label execs, entertainment company execs, as you mentioned. A lot of them are some Europeans from France whatsoever. They're not in the studio with you, right in the bar with you. DJ Vlad he's not with you in the hood doing these things. Adam 22, but I'm gonna make money off of it. I basically they look at it as it's entertaining from a remote area. I like it. It's entertaining, and this is what y'all like. I can make money off of that. So that's the mentality that they have, but they don't know the power behind it by doing that. Like K-Born, what K-Born's doing with his organization is a great thing, right? He knows the power behind that. God forbid he goes sits on a DJ Vlad couch. What do you think that'll do to him? You know what I'm saying? Vlad won't understand what he's doing. Vlad just like, oh, great. Oh, that's what you're doing? Okay, great. So tell me, have you been to jail? They don't understand why you're doing it. It's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? To them, but to you, it means a lot. So Akademiks is a cornball. Don't know his background too much. He needs to take some time out and really study the culture and understand the sensitivity of the people. What can happen? And the rest of these people, man, it's foul.
Well, that's my whole point. Like, the rest of these people, who are these people? I think that when other people come on our platform, right? People are looking for, like, people who are like scholars and professors almost, like, right? I think our strong point would be for us to come with the receipts, man. For us to come with the receipts, show people statistics, show people the actual facts of who's who, what. First of all, what black? Who's Tasha K? Where's Tasha K from?
Yeah,
Tasha,
who co-signed her?
huh?
Yeah, no, I'm saying what you said. Who co-signed her?
Who co-signed Tasha K? Now, here's another thing. Now I'm not trying to poop on nobody from the South or anything like that, right? But let's I'm gonna be honest, man. You know what, man? My thing on this show is gonna be this, man. People gonna come to watch me tell the truth. That's it, man. I'm telling the truth, man. Look, people from the
West
Caribbean,
Side. Go ahead, Pop. Go ahead, Pop.
people from the Caribbean tend to be out of touch with Black American culture, and therefore they put other people in harm's way and in bad situations and cause problems if they're if they're in control of Black media, right? And then when to go to Tasha K, we're talking about people from the South. No disrespect to nobody from the South. Depending on who you are from the South, you pretty much in the same boat as the people from the Caribbean, because you may not care. You may not give a damn.
There's not much.
You get what I'm saying?
There's not much of a difference, though. I'm telling you,
Huh?
there's not much of a difference. It's just some people's upbringing, but the same elements that we face out here, the people face out there as well. It's just
No. No. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying that. Let me keep it real.
yeah,
The 5% nation come from where?
Mecca, Harlem, America.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah,
City.
Okay. Now, Morris Science. Even if you go into Morris Science, where did it come from?
New York.
New
Oh,
Jersey.
not New York, New Jersey. Yeah, the Morris signs. My bad. I'm bugging. Yeah,
New Jersey.
take that back. Yeah,
All those Pan-African movements and all of these movements and Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, and all of that was really took root in New York and on the East Coast, and then blew up around the world.
but they would say that those. You see, that's what I'm saying. They both were Caribbean descent, though. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. You know, you had
No, I'm not saying that they. I'm not speaking of a matter of descent. I'm talking about.
the impact.
I'm talking about like your descent is Haitian. You're of Haitian descent, but you understand Black American culture
Of course.
thoroughly. Like you can tell other Black Americans about their culture.
I was born here. Of course. If I'm born here, I'm on paper. That's what they.
It's not a matter of descent. Is a matter of your upbringing and your how you were cultured.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying like a Tasha K, somebody from. I'm saying the majority of these groups that popped off that influenced Black culture came from the East Coast. And if anybody want to dispute what I'm saying right now, you can say it in the comments or whatever. And I'm not disrespecting nobody from the South, the West, none of that. I'm just saying Mecca is the Mecca, Harlem, New York for a reason. New York is the Empire State. This is not no ego. I'm just speaking on,
Ron in his Machiavelli bag.
what's the
He's in his Machiavelli bag.
Yo, God.
Yeah.
I hate to cut y'all off, man. Y'all got to go upstairs, man. You know I'm the district leader, man. They got a whole crowd up there. I got to go build with the people.
All right.
doubt,
Yo, so Monday we'll see you at 7. But Mike, let's continue to build.
Man. Y'all, it's always a blessing, man.
Boy.
And our topics always hit them off good, man. So let's keep our topics going, y'all.
Indeed.
No doubt.
See you Monday. Peace.
Shout out to LOKJ.
Peace.
All love. Peace. Shout out to
Peace. LOKJ.
Bori, S Leaves, Awareness Daily, everybody. Peace, man.
Peace.
Let's keep it going.
Like I was saying, I wanted to keep going with this. I'm not disrespecting nobody. I'm not trying to say nothing bad about nobody. This is no slight to nobody. But the facts are the facts. So we were going back to Tasha K. Where's Tasha K from? Tasha K's, is she from the South? Who is this person?
I don't know what she is. She just like to gossip. I know she keeps a glass of wine with her and she likes to gossip. A lot of these people that's behind this, and like what you're saying, I understand what you're saying. They some could be out of touch with the culture that's here. But I'm gonna address the cultures abroad, those that participate in this what we call Black hip hop culture. We have to change our narratives. Yes, people will do business with us, but they will do business with us just to exploit us, to make us look stupid. Because why they will throw you $100 million, right?
Mhm.
Think about how much they're making on the back end. You get what I'm saying? You
But you
got to
know,
think. Go
the
ahead.
general consensus is that, you know, negativity sells. You know, so negative. What they say, bad news travels faster than
That's
good
good
news.
news. Yeah,
You
it
get what I'm
does.
saying? So that's what they want to do. So in order for me to make money, I'll put something negative on I'll put something negative out there, and I'll get a lot of hits and views.
Of
And
course.
and that's just people who are not grounded and founded in, you know, morals and dignity and integrity, you know, based because
Mhm.
they weren't raised right in a household. And even if you weren't raised right in a household, guess what? You got like there's a lot of people that weren't raised right in a household, but they went to the Nation of Islam, they went to the 5% Nation,
Yeah.
they went to Moorish Science, they went to other groups or what have you to
Yep.
get themselves right and exact. And I think that a lot of these people are not in touch
No, they're not.
with themselves, really. So we
Mm.
talk about knowledge of self. They're not in touch with the knowledge of themselves. They don't. They could when you get in touch with the knowledge of yourself. When you have the knowledge of yourself,
Oh,
you look at people who look like you differently. You look at
exactly.
them like that's my brother, that's my sister. You know, I
Yeah.
would do this, but maybe I shouldn't go there because damn, he black, or you know what I'm saying, quote
Yeah.
unquote. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I shouldn't do that because nah, that person's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We look, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
these people out here that are in the media, they don't care about that. All they care
Nah.
about is the bottom line, and
The
that's
content. That's the almighty dollar. Because I'm
yeah,
telling you, it's Friday night, people. Peace. Thank you for watching us. But it's those it's them jailhouse documentaries on YouTube. These guys, man. It's funny that K-Born brought it up, and I'm gonna keep playing on that. When they come in there talking, yo, son, let me tell you, son. When I was on the island, son, you know what I mean, holding it down, you know. Then I'm like, who wants to hear that all the time?
yeah.
You
The
want
brother
to,
LOKJ said they need to study themselves and not worry about what people think about them. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
that's a
fact.
fact, bro, for real.
But now studying themselves now, you know, when it comes to knowledge of self is a cliche term nowadays because really what is knowledge of self? Knowledge of
Mm,
self is the realization of, you know, who you really are, like your deep your deep, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, it's your for real fact. You want it's your all right, brother. Oh yeah, it's your past. Right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's who you are deep down inside. It's your ancestors. It's what makes you tick. It's your id. It's your personality. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Understanding oneself, like the brother just said. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And um, once when you don't do the knowledge to your own self, right, and you don't sit with self and analyze yourself,
Somebody would
you're
tell you. Somebody would
subjected,
dictate
you're
that for you.
subjected to anything out there, right? They say if you don't stand for something, you fall for
Or for
anything,
anything.
right? So that's what we're seeing in these media outlets. Now, I want to talk about hip hop. What's going on in hip hop right now? Do you know?
Oh, man, to be honest with you, I haven't been listening to anything or observing too much in hip hop. I've been stuck to my just staying busy with this podcast
Yeah.
and listening to my old classics, man. That's pretty much it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. If y'all go back into old episodes of NYP, I was talking about how I used to listen to drill music. I used to really listen to drill music. I used to listen to K and I
You doing that dance outside, bro?
sturdy
You
dance.
was-
Nah, I wasn't doing the sturdy dance, but you know, the drill music for me at the time when I was listening to it, it was
Mhm.
good music for working out. But I realized that drill music, man, is hypnotizing, man, because of the beat, the way it
Yeah.
sounds, and then the voices. The voices kind of like
Sound like Batman, right?
you know what I mean? You know, it brings something. It brings something out of you. You know what I'm saying? It brings an energy out of you. It makes you. If you were lifting 225 on a squat, you know, you might squat 315 listening to drill music. So,
That's a fact.
you know, that's why I was listening to drill music at a point. But then I realized once I shut the music off, you know, that those same repetitive hooks and lines were in the back of my head.
Subconsciously.
So
Yeah.
I'm walking around, you know what I'm saying? I'm living a, you know, not a bad life. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right. I'm a little comfortable out here. I'm walking around and looking around like, like, what are you
Yeah.
doing, bro? Like I like saying to myself, bro, you don't even, you know what I mean? You don't even live where you used to live no more. You know what I'm saying? So
You're not spinning over. You're not
right,
spinning over.
what you mad about? You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be mad. Get out of here, man. So I stopped even listening to that music. But you know, it goes to show you how influential, you know,
Music
words
is
and beats together can, you know, you know, like I said, it's influential. Words and beats together. Everything is repetitive, especially something like hip hop.
exactly. Hip hop's supposed to be a healing source. Originally, it's supposed to be informative and healing and teaching. It took a nasty turn and turned to something else. So
Yeah, yeah. You know, it said that hip hop took a nasty turn around the 90s when NWA came out. So supposedly, you know, there was a meeting that was had. This is what's said on online nowadays. I don't know if y'all saw that on social media, but there was some kind of meeting that was had because of, you know, the powerful, you know, pro-black pan-African movement and the 5% nation. They were kicking, you know, some real knowledge about,
they were,
you
they
know,
were,
yeah, exactly. So
they were.
and then all of a sudden NWA came out of nowhere. They were like, you know what? We can't have this. We can't have these brothers talking about all this black pride and all of this stuff. So let's change the game. Let's make a shift. So
Mhm.
a shift was made in the 90s, and then boom, thus this is where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know, so my thing is like, how, I mean, Mikey, what, how do we change this? You know what I'm saying? As NYP, we're a real small platform right now, but you know what I mean? Like having conversations like this could help change, but what can we do? What can we do to help change things out there?
As far as NYP,
Yeah, as far as NYP.
all right. Outside from the personal aspect, as far as NYP, I think it's going to continually grow and to share the information as we did initially with PAR, with the nonprofit aspect, to
Mhm,
provide information, get people to teach people about political affairs,
mhm,
what takes place in the community, get more hands on with economic education,
mhm.
education outside of school curriculum, knowing our true history, and to counter the whole music concept, you know, with everything else. I think drop the NYP mixtape, man. That's what I'm gonna say. The NYP mixtape.
Oh, we need an NYP mixtape, man. We do, man. You know, you know, I was in contact with a god, you know, about beats and everything like that. But that brother, he likes to move real fast, and
Mhm.
I can't at the moment. We can't really move at his speed. But he got some dope beats. You know what I'm saying? But like
Yeah,
NYP mixtape, man. If anybody got some beats out there, you know, that they want to throw at us to help us with this NYP mixtape, we would really appreciate that, you know.
definitely.
But like you said, a mixtape will help. You know, a mixtape will help going out there in the community, teaching about political education and other things,
Health, everything else.
health and everything. Yeah,
I think I believe I know we're gonna grow more into that because that's the plans we had since part, like since to do more community events. You know, how everybody has a musical festival. We have an NYP festival where it includes health, education, and everything else, social, political stuff, and
right.
music, entertainment. Man, give it to you in a safe environment where you could come in, enjoy yourself, you could learn and network. That's what we need. We need to become a powerhouse, man.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
powerhouse. Like everybody come to us. Like move over Tyler Perry. This is
yeah,
NYP. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Move over Tyler Perry. Move over. You know what I mean? 50 Cent. Move over
Man, yeah,
all black media. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, yo, what's up with everybody scared to say 50 Cent name?
yeah. No scare. I was just like, oh man, they gonna be like, ah man, these guys coming to take over. Yeah, Spike Lee, pass the torch. We here now. We
Yeah,
got this.
exactly. So, you know, black media, black entertainment, you know, I know more is looking at me like, yeah, he's using,
Black.
yeah, man. I speak in layman's terms, man. I know
Yeah,
that I'm talking to the public, so I'm not gonna go so cold like every single time.
yeah. So cool.
But
Yeah,
when it comes to changing things, there's so much that has to be done, and media is at the forefront right now for what we're trying to do to help, make a change and
Exactly.
change the narrative. I mean, you had some great points on how we could change things, but as we said before, before we, when we were talking to K-Born, it has to happen grassroots first. So the five
Yes, it
percent
does.
nation at one point, they controlled the hood, they
Yes,
controlled the streets.
yes, they
So
did.
it reflected in the music.
That's a
So now,
fact.
how do we get people like the 5%? I think like now, with the internet, we're at a good space where it could be the 5% nation, Morris Science, NOI, all of these different groups more out there in the forefront, influencing even Pan-African groups, influencing the population to maybe be steered in a better direction.
Direction. Exactly. They need that.
So like my thing with this NYP, I was like, yo, I want to make all of these groups mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my idea. I said, yo, what if we make the 5% nation, NOI, Morris Science, all these groups mainstream? That would be, you know what I mean? That'll be
Yeah.
that'll change the game. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Spark the interest. Yeah, the people. It'll get them
right,
captivated.
right. And then that could maybe change things over again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What made the 5% nation so influential in the streets though? I'm trying to
And
like
yo, that's a good one right there. I think the whole the black and the proud thing, because the time it came in, a lot of young guys were in the street, and then people were probably going up north, coming from jail, to getting the lessons, being Nation of Islam. Maybe that was too rigorous for them, so they're like, I'd rather go with this direction. It seems more hip because somebody from the streets looks just like me, and he sounds smart, so let me join him. And in the '90s, and the '80s and '90s, when it was hitting the hip hop scene, it was a beautiful thing because every rapper was dropping that or either Zulu Nation, no disrespect, but it was dropping gems from those groups. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I think it has to come back to that forefront. I believe, I could be wrong, that Jay-Z was trying when he's wearing that chain they caught him with.
yeah.
But I think due to all that slander with all that he's Illuminati and everything, it didn't go that far.
Mm,
Because it was sparking interest. People like, oh yo, he's wearing a God chain, and Carmelo Anthony was doing it.
mhm,
Yeah, Electronic tried it.
yeah,
Even Lord Jamar, shout out to Lord Jamar. He be trying, he be out there promoting that, but people not catching on.
mhm,
So we need to just, as you mentioned, with this platform, bring it to the forefront, more mainstream, get more guards involved. Come down to NYP, man. It's not
yeah,
about debating; it's about teaching and elevating. Reach out,
right,
because I believe it's time. The people are looking for the gods to come and
yeah,
bring some light, man.
yeah. The people are looking for something that's just different from what's out there in the media right now or in the public.
Exactly.
Because when you look at social media, when you look at the internet in general, all you see is you see some positive things out there, but you also see a lot of negative things. So the easy this is I think this is really an uh easy way to change things because if you see a saturation of negativity and then you
Mhm.
come with something positive, it's gonna be highlighted. People are gonna see that before they see a bunch of negativity. They're gonna say,
Exactly.
"Oh, what's that over there?" They're gonna look at the negativity and go say, "I've been looking at that for 5, 10 years. Let me see this now." And they're gonna look at the positive stuff.
You're right. And now people got a bit of a complex too, Ron. Like, we look for celebrities to guide us, which is crazy. As you said, the streets dictate what takes place in hip hop. Now, it's the artist that dictates what happened. Like, we need to stop looking at these celebrities as messiahs, but in the same time, it'll kind of work. Not to sound hypocritical, if you get somebody like Cardi B or Offset, one of those characters, to talk more about the gods or the baby, whatever, I
Mhm.
bet you the young would grasp towards it. They will lean towards it, and that's crazy, but they would.
but celebrity is pretty much idol worship.
Yes,
It's pretty
very
much
much.
idol worship. So, but so the thing is, I think like this: if you can't beat them, just join them. Not as in selling out or
Mhm.
acting like a clown. I'm
Yeah,
saying like we get popping enough to
yeah,
have influence.
of course.
You know what I'm saying? So
We will. We definitely will.
yeah, so it's really our job right now to being that we can see it to make these groups and this knowledge of self thing more popping. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say to make it a fad, but I would say it being a fad is better than it not being
Of
nothing.
course, exactly. Because
You know?
it'll stick to somebody. Somebody gonna be like, you know what? I
Yeah,
like this.
exactly, just like you said. Yep.
They're gonna stick to it. Like this sounds good.
Yeah,
Like 2008 with the whole conscious community thing when people was really catching on. It was a fad
yeah,
until 2012 started exposing who was real, who was not. But some
right,
people stuck to it. So
right.
we
So
need to
that's
come
all
back
that
with
matters.
that.
The people who stick around. The people who
Exactly.
stick around. The people who
You
stick
know what I'm
around.
saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
We
But
got
let's wrap this joint up, man. I just want to let everybody know, man. We still here. This week we were kind of like figuring some stuff out. Next week, our schedule is packed, man. We got a lot coming next week, man. We got Moorish Mondays at 8 o'clock with the
yeah.
God Sharif, and then we got K Born at 7 o'clock live Monday at 7. We got Brother Sharif live again Wednesday at 7. And
Oh,
then
don't forget we got a special thing coming for the spiritual people. Pay
we got
attention to that.
a special thing for the Santerias and all of that, and
Yeah, y'all gonna love that.
yeah. And then we got the Earth coming back next week, man. We got the God Khalil coming back, man. We got
Yeah.
we got Minister Inky coming back
Oh
again.
yeah. Shout out to Anki for real.
Shout out to Inky.
Breathe.
Shout out to Inky. We got him coming back, man. Like I said, this week, you know, we just mapping it out. We just mapping it out. We just want to make sure that we get you guys, the best content. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna help you. You know what I mean in your life.
And you know what? I'm gonna give the people a dare, man. This makes me out of left field. If you want to see a popular personality that you figure that you like to see us work with, you go on their page and you tell them, check out NYP, man. Don't be a hater. These brothers are doing their things because we're not here knocking nobody down. Show
Word,
some love, man.
word.
Yeah, don't
So,
be a
like,
hater.
yo, I want to interview Charleston White. That'll be dope.
You hear that? That would be dope.
That would that would be dope to interview Charleston White, man.
Ron Brown, wait, y'all from New York? Let me tell y'all something. I was out there. I'm like,
Yo, yo,
Charleston White. Yo.
Charleston, I love that dude, man. I love Charleston White, man. K Born, man. I don't know if K Born like Charleston White or not, but we're gonna get to that on Monday.
He's not a stupid person. He's coming from sincere place. It's just that the way he's conveying a message is to get your attention.
Yeah,
Because when you get deep into this conversation, there's nothing crazy there.
right,
You're
right,
like, wow.
exactly. But yo,
Yeah.
we're gonna sign out, man. Thanks for watching, man.
Peace, people.
Keep in mind we're gonna do a lot more lives, y'all. Monday at 8 o'clock, 8
Yeah.
p.m. We're doing a live. Wednesday at matter of fact, 7 to 9 is gonna be live
Oh yeah.
on
Oh yeah.
Monday.
Oh yeah. We on.
7 to 9. We're live, 2 hour live. And then we got Wednesday live again.
Yeah.
And then Friday, pre-recorded.
So people, please share the lives. You get the live notification, share it out to your friends, family, your side chick, your sneaky link, whatever you call it. Share it, man. All right, we out, man. NYP, love, peace.
Peace.
Peace, my people. We out. We out.